But Fetterman got it, and he got it in a landslide. And this guy's a disaster. He comes in with a sweatsuit on. I've never seen him wear a suit. A dirty, dirty, dirty sweatsuit. It's really disgusting. You know, I'm a clean freak. I'm a clean freak, Oz. I don't like those dirty sweatsuits. They're disgusting.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here. And every time Trump attacks the integrity of another politician, I can't help but wonder if he's ever looked in the mirror. Everything he says may as well be applicable to himself. This guy is at the end of his reign, and he is still trying to hold some power by dissing others. It's all he can do at this point.
Fetterman may dress like a teenager getting high in his parents' basement, but he's a raging lunatic hell-bent on springing hardened criminals out of jail in the middle of the worst crime wave in Pennsylvania history. He wants everybody out of jail. And by the way, he wants to get rid of your police. Fetterman is a defund the police Marxist who's just pulling the wool over people's eyes, who literally said that if he had a magic wand and could fix one thing, he would end life sentences without parole for murderers, cop killers, rapists, and other monstrous criminals. That's what he said.
He's been working himself into a fit recently. The Republicans want a Congress stuffed with idiots, but all the forecasts are saying that the Dems are going to seize a nice, sizable majority in the Senate this midterm. The GOP Senate candidates are total losers, and they've got no chance.
He wants them to get out of jail. Get out of jail. Let's put Trump in jail. Let's get these murderers. Let these murderers out. Put Trump in jail. That Trump is no damn good. He just works his ass off for this country.
There's nothing to compliment about this assortment of idiots, so all Trump can do is insult our qualified Dem candidates. He just outright told his base that John Fetterman does drugs recently, that he dresses like a basement-dwelling teenager. I, for one, think Trump's pointing fingers in the wrong direction.
Fetterman supports taxpayer-funded drug dens and the complete decriminalization of illegal drugs, including heroin, cocaine, crystal meth, and ultra-lethal fentanyl. And by the way, he takes them himself, which would mean death and despair for every community in Pennsylvania and every community in the United States.
John Fetterman is a good man who's had a long history of serving Pennsylvania. He's a self-made progressive who's easily going to take the Senate seat this November. He's got a lead on Dr. Oz that's just about impossible to close at this point, and he hasn't even been out campaigning much because he's been sick lately. You know how incredible that is? Pennsylvania leans red. Its state legislator is majority Republican. If the Republicans had bothered to put together a strong candidate, maybe they might have had a chance. But they chose a moron with no credentials instead and put him up against Fetterman. Poor guy was never going to win. So, of course, Trump has to resort to insulting Fetterman's style in order to try and prop Oz up. But here's the thing. Fetterman doesn't need to dress up to be a total powerhouse. He doesn't need to wear suits and show up like a con man the way Oz does. He's already got such a dignified presence, and Pennsylvanians trust him. What does the GOP have against that kind of power? They're the most untrustworthy people out there. One, Fetterman is worth more than 100 Oz's, 1,000 of them, because he genuinely cares about his home state, unlike Oz, who crawled over from New Jersey just to run as senator. I'm excited for when Fetterman gets back on his feet soon. Any points Oz has won in the past couple months is solely because Fetterman's been recovering. When he's back on the ground, all of it is going to disappear, and I personally cannot wait to see that happen. The GOP thought they could win this race by funneling money into Pennsylvania to promote their hack candidate, but they're absolutely throwing money into a pit. Against Fetterman, Oz is clearly lacking and voters everywhere can see it. This race has already been decided, but I can't wait for Election Day when all these polls turn blue and the GOP is left dumbfounded at how much they lost, and that's going to be nice. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.